And I'm very excited to showcase for everybody today Primal Groudon. When this first came out, the Las Vegas tour, many of the major PvP content creators were quick to build their Primal Groudon, maxed out. And based on those videos, Primal Groudon looked massively OP. I chose Ruby version when the OG games came out, which is why I first went for raids to grind candy for a Groudon. And here we are, test running it. Because of the ground and fire typing on Primal Groudon, we're double weak to water moves, so we have to shield up this Aqua Tail. Here we bait with a Fire Punch. I'm hoping to grab a shield here, and we do. That's massive because we will outpace to the next charge move. Precipice Blades will land on opposing Mega Gyarados before it could even reach another charge move. And look at this, guys. Bam! Massively powerful. Opponent comes back into the game with a Dialga. Oh, this is poor Dialga. We outpace even to an Iron Head. Look at how much powerful this Precipice Blades is. Bang! There it is. And oh, just pitiful. Opponent just had no answer for Primal Groudon. Fire Punch, look at that. Massive damage. And oh, just opponent just wants to go down swinging. Meteor Mash, just not enough. And opponent goes down swinging. GG to our opponent. Into the next match, we have our Primal Groudon facing up against the Mega Gardevoir. And look at this, guys. And opponent just surrenders. Just terrified, absolutely terrified at the sight of Primal Groudon. Moving into the third match, we have Primal Groudon into a Zacian. We build up to our charged moves. Throw on proper timing. We are baiting first, hoping to grab a shield before we full send Precipice Blades. Is this going to grab a shield? Yes, it is. Opposing Zacian has to throw something, anything. It can't throw a Play Rough because it will not deal a lot of damage, and definitely not a Wild Charge. So Zacian has no choice but to throw a Close Combat. Didn't even bring us to the yellow. Needed another Snarl to bring us to the yellow. Precipice Blades lands and takes out the Zacian. We grab a shield and switch. Based on our previous matches, we know that Precipice Blades will be reached by our Groudon before an opposing Mega Gyarados can even reach an Aqua Tail. That is just so broken. Look at that Precipice Blades. Dealing massive damage onto the Mega Gyarados. Aqua Tail gets shielded. We are going to reach the Fire Punch first before Mega Gyarados can even reach anything. Mega Gyarados is so low. This is going to knock out despite the resistance. And just like that, just like the first game, Primal Groudon even reaches the third Pokemon and deals a lot of damage. Giratina barely has anything to do here. And just Solgaleo tells its trainer that it just wants to go home. GG. Look at that. Overpowered. We're not even 5 minutes into the video. Here we get the mirror match. As you can see, my Primal Groudon is 200 points higher, combat points higher than opposing Primal Groudon. Precipice Blades gets shielded. That was the CMP event, of course. We outpaced. But unfortunately, we are baited. Build up. Try to make a catch. Opponent withdraws. And deploys a Dragonite. Reach the Shadow Ball. Which is going to land. No reason for opposing Dragonite to shield up. Dragon Claw will hurt. Which is why you shield up. We are going to outpace into the Ominous Wind. This will knock out. If opponent doesn't decide to use their shield. And they do burn the final shield. Let's go. Can we reach? Nope, we don't. Here's very interesting. Opponent will panic and throw a charge move. Because the charge move they throw is superpower. And we just get some farm over there. See, this is how fantastic Primal Groudon is. Guys, just look at the massiveness, the size of that thing. It's just terrifying. That is how it looks like. You know, the beautiful thing with having a Primal Groudon on your team is that you can just feel the security that you have. An absolute monster in your team. There's a level of security it provides. And look at that. Poor Chestnut. Going up against the continent itself. Fire Punch. Oh my goodness. That's just... oh, nasty. Definitely this Primal Groudon is just massively OP. Another GG to our opponent. Into the next match. This was crazy because I botched this because I automatically switched out to a Giratina. The reason why this happens is and then we get hard countered with an Yveltal safe switch. You see, when I run Open Master League, I usually lead with either a Mewtwo or a Melmetal. And by force of habit, with those leads, I auto-switch to my Giratina Origin. So, my mind just went autopilot at the sight of a Giratina. So I just auto-switched. And now, I'm trying to fix this game, which should have been winnable. But let's see if we could recover from that mistake. Interesting to note, even though Giratina should have been hard-walled, we still brought the Yveltal almost to the red. Even though we had an underpowered Giratina Origin. Yveltal able to throw another Dark Pulse. That is quite unfortunate for us. And throw this Fire Punch. This will KO. They let Yveltal go. Giratina's in the back. That was also a head scratcher because Groudon should be able to fight back against Giratina. Then again, we just lost too much HP for it to be comfortable for us. I bait here with a Psy Strike and grab a shield. We're left with little choice. We have to shield this up. Ominous Wind is shielded. We reach the Ice Beam. Probably a mistake on our part. because as you will see, this will grab a shield over there, as opposed to if we had just baited, we might have reached enough energy for a nice beam. Here I'm just, my mindset's out of the game already, because I realized that at the start of the game I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have switched out, because definitely Primal Groudon had a lot of play against that Giratina Origin lead. And that's all she wrote. This ominous wind will bring us really down into the red. And to add insult to injury, Giratina then gets that boost and farms down our Mewtwo. GG. And there you go. Groudon in the primal form. Absolutely overpowered.